Building in this world makes me think about Jin Sakai and Atsu a lot. Aside from the fact that they both look incredibly cool in a straw hat and have a penchant for dismantling entire Mongol camps before breakfast, they actually share a very specific, very tragic bond. Think about it. They are both ghosts, they both carry the weight of a legacy on their shoulders, and most importantly, they both have a horse that they love more than most humans. Seriously, in the Ghost universe, your horse isn't just a vehicle. It's your therapist, your getaway driver, and the only friend who doesn't judge you for missing your parry. But here's the problem. I'm horseless. And what is a ghost without a horse? If I want a legendary steed to carry me through the new season, I can't exactly ask it to sleep in a hole in the ground while I work on my Japanese village safe and sound. Before I go out and find my own Sora, I need to make sure I'm a responsible ghost. I'm not just building a stable today, I'm building a horsey sanctuary. We need the materials, and since we're going for the ghost aesthetic, we can't just use whatever's in my random junk chest. We need a specific palette. First stop, the spruce forest. We need spruce logs. Lots of it. It has that deep ancient wood look that makes a structure feel like it survived a few Mongol invasions. Next, we'll be using what's left of our sakura trees to create some more shoji doors for our build. We also need more hay blocks to incorporate into the roof. And finally, we need deep slate. We're going for the tiled roof look along with our hay block roof. One thing that really struck me about the scenery in Tsushima and my first look at Yotei is how the architecture feels like it grew out of the land. It's not just about placing blocks, it's about the specific silhouette. I'm trying to replicate those heavy curved roof lines here. Stepping out of my usual building style is definitely a challenge, but seeing it come together makes the world feel so much more grounded.
It's funny, in most of my builds, I focus on the player's needs, but for this project, I wanted to focus on what Jin and Atsu actually relied on, their horses. In the game, your horse isn't just a transport mechanic, it's your primary companion. So for this stable, I'm not just making a 3x3 box. I want it to feel like a place of respect, with open air and natural.
Sitting on a mat is hurting my knees. I just feel like someone's watching me. Ciao, anyways. Oni ain't getting me tonight. I'll be honest, getting the scale right for a Japanese-inspired stable in Minecraft is trickier than I thought. I'm so used to my comfort zone palettes, but I keep glancing back at screenshots of the games to make sure I'm capturing that specific atmosphere. I actually just tore down this entire front section because it felt too western, and we're going for a more of an elegant, weathered look you'd see in the wandering paths of these games. The secret to a roof that actually looks like it belongs in the mountains of Yotei isn't just the shape. It's the grit. If you only use hay bales, it looks like a giant shredded wheat cereal box. It's way too clean. So I started experimenting with the old world palette. I started mixing in birchwood for the lighter, dried out spots, but the real game changer? Mud and path blocks. By dotting mud blocks near the bottom of the slopes, it looks like the straw has started to decay and hold moisture. Then I use path blocks to create those little divots in the thatch because path blocks are slightly shorter than a full block. They create these natural looking shadows and gaps that make the roof look heavy and layered rather than just a flat yellow slope. It's messy, it's chaotic, and it's exactly what a stable at the base of a mountain should look like. It doesn't look like a Minecraft build anymore, it looks like a piece of history. And there it is, the stable is finished. It's got the dark wood and the open air feel and that weathered look that really brings that Ghost of Tsushima and Yotei vibe to life. It's a far cry from my usual building style, but honestly, stepping out of that comfort zone was exactly what this world needed. But a stable this detailed feels empty. In the games, your horse isn't just a way to get from point A to point B, it's the one constant through every battle and every peaceful ride through the pampas grass. Whether it's Jin's Sora or Atsu's Shimaki, that bond is the heart of the journey. Let's go see who's waiting for us out there. The search for our Shimaki begins now. Alright, here we go. We got a few options here. In Tsushima, the first choice of your horse is such a huge moment. It sets the tone for the entire story. I'm looking for something that fits the aesthetic of the stable and the house. Horse for that classic Sora look, or maybe something lighter like what we've seen for Atsu's Shimaki. Okay, let's see what this one can do. A true samurai's horse needs to be fast enough to outrun an ambush and strong enough to climb these hills. Not bad, but we might be able to find something with a bit more spirit. It's all about finding that click, you know? Oh, is that a wolf? I don't think I have a bone for him. Oh. Sometimes we get blessings, and sometimes they never work. It's a tough call. This buckskin one really reminds me of the Golden Forest in the games, but that sleek black one over there, that's got some serious presence. Every time I look at them, I just keep thinking about those cinematic rides through the pampas grass. I want a horse that looks like it belongs in a screenshot from the games. There we go, I think this is the one. It feels right. It's funny how a few pixels can suddenly make the whole Japanese-inspired area feel alive. We finally have one of our companions complete. The stable is ready, but it's missing its soul. In Ghost of Yotei, Atsu rides this incredible light-shaded horse named Shimaki. It's not just a white horse, it's got this pale, almost ethereal glow to it that cuts through the fog and the snow. And I'm not coming home until I find a horse that captures that same energy. I need that high contrast look, a light coat that's going to pop against the dark timbers and mud thatch of the stable I just spent hours tearing down and rebuilding. I found a gray one near the village, but it's a little too dark. Found a tan one in the savannah, too yellow. Shimaki has a rugged and wild elegance. We're looking for that specific creamy white coat, the kind of horse that looks like it was born in a blizzard and raised by the mountains. Wait, there. I see it in the distance. That's the coat. That pale, sandy white shimmer. It's almost a perfect match. Easy now, easy now. We don't want to spook a spirit of the mountain. Let's see if he's willing to join the cause. Perfect, now to bring them both home, safe and sound. Plus, I got some more bones, so let's see if we can find that wolf again. As I've said before, blessings. And there we have it, the stable is finished and we finally found our companions for this journey. Honestly, starting this project felt a little intimidating, stepping out of my cultural and creative comfort zone to build something so specific to the world of Ghost of Tsushima and Yotei, but seeing our new steed standing here, it finally feels like home. Plus, this is just the beginning for this Japanese-inspired corner of my world. We've got the house, we've got the stable, but there is so much more to add to make this feel like a living, breathing village. Wait, what was that? Anyways, I'm thinking a Zen garden or maybe a small torii gate path next? I would love to hear your suggestions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this shift in building style, hit that like button and subscribe to see how this village grows. Thanks for coming along on this ride with me. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!